Hello, everybody. I'm trying to go live one more time and seeing if it works. I find it somewhat buggy, so I'm trying to see if I can make this work. And yeah, okay, there we are. Okay, so hopefully I can see stuff. Let's see. I'm not seeing much. Okay, so yeah, I've tried this before and I never can see anyone commenting. Yeah. So I'm going to try it anyway. Mm, super frustrating. There you are live. I do not see anybody. I don't see anyone in chat. And it just seems rather crazy. And I don't know why I can't do it. So, okay, it's not working again. So that's why I've not been doing many live streams. I just can't get it to work on my computer. It just doesn't show up, and I don't see anybody on. So that's probably not what's working. But anyway, maybe I'll just continue to talk. So I can't see any of your comments, unfortunately, but you can say hi. There's something wrong, and I'm actually doing exactly what I'm supposed to do with Chrome, but not seeing any comments whatsoever. And I've actually tried to see why, yeah, I just don't get it. Facebook isn't showing me anything. So, okay, so what I want to talk to you is how to get through tough times, because it's tough right now. There's crazy things going on. You know, the world is exposing all this creepy stuff, and it's scary. And we have all these predictions that this is the new normal and we're going to be living this way forever. I don't know if I agree with that. I think we are in a battleground right now. We are actually at war with the dark forces, and the dark forces want that. They want this. They want to stay in control. That's what's going on. And I don't want to get too, I sound too fundamentalisty or crazy, but yeah, there are dark forces that have been in charge of this planet for many, many years, decades even, and they don't want to give up. They want to control this reality, where this reality was meant to be a garden planet. We were supposed to be here, you know, this beautiful planet working together, but that is not what we have right now. We have a lot of corruption, and what's happening now is the corruption is being exposed at all levels. You know, it's like a bright light shining down, and then we're seeing all these vermin that are being exposed, and they're running away, and they are, you know, gonna do whatever it takes to escape, and they'll lie and cheat and steal and kill and all of it. So here's how do we deal with that? How can we live in this world where we see so much ugly stuff happening? It's hard. And I know I kind of sometimes I'm glued to the news feed, but then I just have to really turn away. And I think the real way to do it is turn within. We have to, when things get crazy in the outer world, the way we're going to get back is to go within and kind of gather our energy back, gather our place. So there's an energetic way to do that, to breathe, to meditate, take a walk outside, because it's going to get crazier. And you guys know that I'm really into astrology. And right now we have three major planets, again, the Capricorn planets. And Capricorn is cardinal Earth. And so Capricorn often represents the father figure, it represents government, it represents institutions. And so this is what's happening. All these, so we have Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. That's crazy stuff. That is a lot of intense energy. So Pluto is like blowing stuff up. It's transformation, it's death and rebirth. Saturn is structure. And then Jupiter is newness, opportunity. So this is kind of a powder keg right now. And the powder keg is not necessarily in our lives, but it's in that control grid, I'll say. The control grid is being challenged at this point. And so that's what we have with Jupiter, expansion, Pluto, death and rebirth, and Saturn, corruption. So all those things are starting to happen, and we just have to hold tight. We just have to hold tight with our loved ones, do things that bring you peace, do things that help you can calm down. Because if we're in a frantic mode, we're feared, we're afraid, we're angry. And of course, there's lots of things to be afraid of and lots of things to be angry about. But when that energy is running in our body, it exhausts us and it creates fatigue, and it also lowers our immune system. So I think the best thing for us to do is actually turn within, do something creative, do something that lifts the vibration. I don't know if many of you are aware of Abraham Hicks. They have this scale of vibration, the vibrationary scale. So the highest vibration is actually creativity. That's what's so powerful about creativity, joy, inspiration. So that's the high vibe. And then it goes lower and lower and lower. To the bottom is feeling depressed and fear. So some of these emotions are lower vibration. Now, that's not to say they're bad and you shouldn't feel them, but if you're going to feel better, what we need to do is move up the vibrational scale. And sometimes getting angry, like if you're depressed, sometimes getting angry is a step up, because anger has more energy than depression. So what we want to do is actually do what it takes to actually move up the vibrational scale, so you can actually feel more comfortable. Now, when you're comfortable and you raise your vibration, things aren't going to affect you as much. And right now we're being bombarded with all these things that lower our vibration. And so this is the quandary, because we want to be aware of those things, but we don't want them to affect us. And so let me just share one more thing. When I was in my clairvoyant training program, they had this concept. It was a little more advanced concept called body of glass. And the whole idea of body of glass is that you're in a place where there's intense energy, then what's going to happen is, like, usually people have body of Velcro. So when there's an emotional energy around us, then you're basically it's going to stick to you. It's going to stick to you. And we're all taught to do that. We're also taught to like soak in everybody's emotions, and then you start feeling emotion. But to have spiritual clarity in any time is that you need to allow the emotions to come and go through you. So it's just like we talk about a body of glass. You have a body, but you're not going to like soak it all in. You're going to allow it to like just shine away. So then that keeps you in a neutral position. Now, neutrality is something that's not popular anymore, because everybody's supposed to be all engaged and enraged and all, that's kind of, but that is not healthy. It's not healthy, especially it's not your business. It's not about you, because remember, the emotions are something that your body is communicating to you in live time, like right now. Like someone, smacked you, hit your car. Yeah, you're going to be mad. Like you're ending me. Okay, that's anger. But anger is something that happened years ago, or something that doesn't involve you. That is a corruption of your emotions, because emotions aren't meant to be that way. Yes, we can allow ourselves to get angry about what happened hundreds of years ago or happens to somebody else, but that's not going to do us any good. We can still have concern and compassion for those people, and we can make choices. See, our body's emotional system is designed for us to understand that emotion and make a choice. We're not designed to sit in anger. It's like sitting in a poopy diaper. That's what it is. It doesn't help you. In fact, you're going to get a rash and feel bad. So what we're supposed to do is have an emotional response, make a choice, and then move on. It's like the wave of the ocean. So unfortunately, this is not what's going on in our greater social awareness. We can care, we can share caring, but we really need to grab our neutrality so we can be clear in our own space, and then we can make a clear choice on what to do, because that's kind of what we're all called to. What are we going to do next? And so the only way we can create peace in this world is to come from a peaceful place. That's the way it is. Now, you can still be angry, you can still do protests, you can still do those things. I'm not saying not to do them, but just be aware when you feel your emotions are being kind of taken for a ride. And then you're not in a clear place, because we need to come from our own clarity, and that's the only way we can help people and the only way we can do things. All right, looks like I got it working. Yes. Hi Davida, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've been a little nervous to try live stream, but I definitely want to get back to that because I want to communicate with you guys. You're my people, and I'm getting new people all the time with my YouTube channel, people from all over the world, because I think creativity is some of our highest vibration that we can have when we sing, when we perform together, even when we cook or garden or create beautiful, like we have some people that are making these, these smudging sticks, and anything creative is empowering, and it's a great time to do that. Or even taking a walk in the woods and being in the moment. These are ways that we bring our energy back to us. We are energetic beings, and our energy, we're designed to connect to everybody, but we really need to feel the flow of what's yours and what's mine. And that was another thing we were taught in CDM, the Training Institute, is we really need to make separations from people, because when we're merged with people, we can't get into our own feelings. So separating energetically is a way to kind of also bring yourself back into some peace. And again, our world doesn't teach us that either. We're supposed to be all glum because it's easier to control us. That's the bottom line. But to be really clear, we need to allow ourselves to have our own space. That's what it's about. All right. Awesome. Hi, Tom. Thank you so much. Nice to see you. Yes. And you don't need to fall into bad energy. And I think I've talked about this before. We had this other idea with what we call sympathy versus empathy. So sympathy is like someone fell in a well and they can't get out, and you're going to jump in the well, and then you're both in the well. Then no one can get out. So, but empathy, you're going to give them a rope and help them pull them out. But we were all taught to match each other's emotions. It's so easy to do. So having that clear sense of emotion, having a sense of that boundary, is kind of like a cell wall. All cells have walls, right? So they're separate, but they work together. So our cell wall is our aura. So inside our aura, that's our sacred space. And so learning how to clear our sacred space and understand that we don't need to merge in order to help someone, and we can have our own information in our space. So that's what it is. This ended up being longer than I thought, but I'm really happy to be back to doing some lives, and I look forward to you guys next time. Thanks for checking in. Love you guys. Bye.